good buddy Josh.
It's me. I'm back.
How you doing, man?
Good. How's it going?
Good. Welcome back to the shop.
I like that.
glad to
It's
be
me.
here.
I'm back. That's gonna be my new
That's why you
favorite
walked into every
way
room.
to address anybody.
Yes.
Hey, everybody, it's me.
I'm back.
That's my voicemail.
Is it really?
I think that's
Yeah.
a Backstreet Boys song.
I think it is.
So
It might be a Taylor Swift song.
You're telling me that if I call you up, it's gonna be, "Hey, it's me. I'm back." Beep. All right, I'll go for it.
That's it,
Leave
man.
a message.
That's it.
So I noticed that you're driving in style, pulling in the lot here. What's that
I don't
all
know if
about?
I'd call it in style. It's more like in a panic. Yeah.
So this isn't your car.
No, it's not my car. I've rented a car at the airport, and it's terrifying.
What's
Just
so
like your
terrifying
gang.
about it?
It I was going to say it has too many buttons. It doesn't have any buttons.
Just get in and say,
doesn't-
go car, go.
It doesn't even have door handles.
No, it's true. It
Yeah.
does not have any
I
door
feel
handles.
I feel like my dad trying to operate an iPhone.
Except that it's moving at 70 miles an hour.
Yeah.
An island, yeah.
Except for when it doesn't want to move.
Yeah, it's got those safety features, you know.
Yeah, lots of safety features.
Do you feel safe?
No, I don't. I felt real safe when I almost hit the windshield going down the interstate when it decided it wanted to stop.
Got too close to another car?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good for you.
Everybody, it's natural to swerve,
Yeah.
and they're trying to take that out of people's lives, and it doesn't work. You know?
It's a learning pain. We're gonna have to get used to the new way of driving.
Then
and
have you
panicking.
figured out how to plug it in yet?
It's a funny
I
story.
wish we had a camera there for that, like the first charging
Funny
station.
story. We can recreate it.
Where does this go?
Luckily, there was another Tesla at the charging station because when I got there, I was looking at the machine in the parking lot, and I was trying to figure out where to put my credit card. And this guy walked up. He's like, "You don't pay out here." I was like, "Do I need to go inside and pay? What do I tell him? How many minutes?
How many gallons do I need?
How many gallons? How many minutes? I'll take 6 minutes on station 4." But
I don't know what I'm doing.
he's like, "You just plug it in. You have a card on file, don't you?" I was like, "This ain't mine." He's like, "Well, you have a card on file with your rental company." And I was like, "Yeah, I do." He said, "Well, it just charges it to that." And I don't know if you've ever accidentally returned a card to the rental company on empty.
Well, I haven't
We'll
done
charge
it,
a
but
little
I know
extra, don't
they
they?
charge you for it.
I done it once on accident, and I'll never do it again.
They got you pretty good, huh?
Yeah, so I don't know if since the rental company's paying for it
They're jacking it up.
first, if it's going to be like
You're about to have a surprise.
$10 a minute.
So what you're saying was this was an experiment, and you're not sure that you are
I'm
liking
out.
the results.
I'm out. I
You're out?
thought I'd try it.
You just wait till those big tour buses are all
2020.
Teslas.
Oh my gosh, it's 2023. I thought I'd try it.
Enough about Tesla. You brought us a cool guitar, didn't you?
I did.
All right.
So
I did, and I'm really excited about it. It's my new signature model from Gallagher Guitars.
How long you been playing it now?
I got it last summer, so I don't remember the exact date, but it's coming up on a year of having it. And then it was back in the winter that I got together with David there at Gallagher, and we decided to make some copies of it and start pushing them out to the public to let other people
that's really cool.
check them out. So,
I can't wait to check it out and talk about them. We're big fans of Gallagher guitars, and
Yep,
we're fans of yours. I wouldn't say big fans, but
that's fine.
I kind of just know you.
Yeah. You've heard of us.
it's me. I'm back.
Yeah, it's me. I'm back.
That's kind of the response.
Yes.
But yeah, I can't wait to talk about the guitar and play some games with you. And we're not really going to lock you in a room.
That's good. That's good.
Josh, good to have you here at the shop.
Yeah, man, it's
You
good
just
to-
came in from Nashville.
Yeah, I did.
Flew all the way down here just to hang out. We can just to hang out with me, really.
Just for this, man.
And to hold on to his pick.
Good pick.
It's a good
Tone
pick.
slabs.
He says.
Check them out. That says tone slabs right
It
there.
does,
huh?
it does.
Oh, it says tone samples.
Samples, yeah. That's a
I don't know
different
what
thing.
that is.
Yeah, those are things that are on our teleprompter that you're not supposed to be looking at.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to type something now that you're not. Do not read me. All right, there we go. Let's not read that anymore. So, been doing a lot of stuff. Been traveling around the world with the Poe Ramblin' Boys.
That's right. Yep.
Also started a podcast, correct?
I did, yeah. Me and our bass player, Jasper Lawrence, we started a podcast back in, I guess it was last year. Last winter.
It's a good time to start one.
It is, yeah. We realized how busy life is, and We were going to try and do an episode every 2 weeks, and now we do one about every 3 or 4 months. So check it out.
That's always good. So what is the podcast all about?
Well, basically, me and Jasper are both really into hunting and fishing, and we know there's musicians that are also into hunting and fishing, but they don't always get to talk about it. So it's kind of an outlet for those people to not talk about music for a change. We still end up talking about music,
of course,
but it's because that's our lives, you know. But we'll talk to people about hunting trips that they've been on. You know, we try to do a episode every turkey season to just like sum up how our turkey seasons went, because turkey seasons are always very painful. I don't know if you've ever been turkey hunting.
I'm not a
before.
turkey hunter.
Buddy, it's not fun. It's amazing.
I love that. I love that you get a hobby that's supposed to be a fun thing, and you just go, it's just not fun.
It's so much fun, but it's not fun at all.
See, I got into fishing about 3 years ago, and that was like during COVID time. I got to go out there, and I really discovered I love it. And I'm one of those guys, catching, wonderful. Honestly, I could sit there and cast all day and be a happy person without a single bite.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I just love calm, relaxing, something that I focus, get away from what I'm doing here.
Yeah.
The bad part about that is once everything got back to running again, like I have not gone fishing since I think August of last year.
Yeah.
So I went and I bought a whole bunch of new stuff, bought me some new rods and reels and a lot of good stuff. And I'm learning all these techniques and stuff. Not very good at any of them, but I haven't been able to go at all.
Nice.
So your 3 month podcast, that doesn't even compare to the fact that I didn't even do anything.
Yeah.
Like I'm not even sure I could throw a bait caster right now. I'm not even possible.
I've never been able to throw a bait caster. I can fly fish like nobody's business.
Really?
And I can, cast a regular spinning rod pretty well, but I've never been able to. Actually, it's funny you bring up the bait caster thing, because my little nephew, my 5-year-old nephew, decided he is obsessed with fishing, which I love that because my other nephew's obsessed with rapping.
So he's going to become the rapping fisherman.
I have to be supportive of both nephews' hobbies,
Absolutely.
but I'm more on board with the fishing than the rapping. But he decided that he wanted to upgrade from a spinning rod to a bait caster. I was like, I'm out. I don't know nothing about it. I just know you got to keep your thumb on it and cuss a lot. So my sister actually sent me a video of him just like wearing one out, doing the thing. He looks
He's
like
on
a
it?
professional. Oh yeah, he can
Sweet.
do it.
I was real scared. I got to be okay with it. Now I will say this: I have had my fun has been went out with one of my real good buddies, and we've been working the whopper plopper, and you're getting that pretty good. I'm here to tell you, you do not want one of those in your back. He went out, did his whole deal, and early morning, man, we was gonna catch some fish. Literally got about 20 minutes out, and all of a sudden he goes, "I don't know where that went." I said, "I do."
Oh man!
It came around, got me right in the back, and that was an interesting deal because we ended up having to go. We had to go to the emergency room to get it out.
Yeah.
So we go to get it out, and I'm sitting in this chair, and she's got me like pumped way up in the air and the whole deal, and she's not very tall, and she's got to get. They got the big old hooks on them. Like you fish that, right? Have you ever fished one?
Yeah.
So that's a pretty heavy gauge hook on there, and she's trying to cut it with these wire nippers, and she's short, and she's just kind of. She's like, this may hurt a little bit. And I'm like, it don't hurt this, but what hurt was when she did this trying to cut it.
Yeah. So here's a funny story. The first time I ever got a hook stuck in me bad enough to need medical attention, I tried every which way in the world to get it out on my own without going to the hospital. And I'll spare the details because they're pretty gruesome.
Pretty gory.
It involves a razor blade and a few other things. So I finally gave up, and I went to my mom. And I'm like, you got to help me. So she ties a string around, it was a treble hook. She ties a string around one. And I was like, what are you going to do with that? And before she could answer, she yanked that string as hard as she could. And my hand went with it. And the hook didn't even budge. And my shoulder popped and my elbow popped.
Ouch.
And my wrist popped. And I think it broke my finger.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it was.
So the hook was bad.
Yeah.
the dislocated finger and broken stuff maybe made it worse.
It was rough.
Good for you.
It was terrible. Yeah.
But you continue to fish after that.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. You don't
Yeah.
give that up.
No.
All right, there you go. Well, we're gonna have to go sometime, and just promise me you're not gonna get me.
No, I won't get. That's gonna be traumatizing. I done that to my dad once when I was a kid. Got him right in the back. Luckily, my forward cast was hard enough to where it pulled itself out, which is even worse.
So keep it up with the podcast when you can, and
Yep.
then obviously out right now. Touring with Poor Rambling Boys. Guys been doing really good, working on stuff. I saw you last at Merle Fest. You were doing some stuff with Jim Lauderdale,
Yep.
which is really cool. Got one of those albums coming out.
Yep.
What's it like working with him?
It's a whirlwind, man. He is a creative person.
The funny thing about working with Jim is you're talking to him, and it seems like he's in another place at the same time he's talking. Now, and it's funny because as I was talking to him, I couldn't realize he's listening to me,
Yeah.
but he's also thinking of something else at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. And then just his recording style. He loves to improvise on the spot in the studio. And then I've heard a lot of people say he likes to write the song in the studio as he's doing it. I got to co-write half the album with him, and I didn't want any surprises, so I made sure that we got together beforehand, and at least the 6 that I co-wrote, we, had them ready when we went into the studio.
So you've officially labeled yourself as the Jim trainer /
Wrangler.
controller wrangler.
Yeah.
You've learned the secrets.
Yeah.
All right.
But
you may get some calls from other people asking you, "Hey, how'd you do that?"
Yeah. It's fun, though, the way he does things.
Sure.
It's just, if you're not, we don't play together that often. So when he goes into the studio with his country band that he plays with all the time, it's probably a lot easier to rock that style. And
I would bet.
I just wanted to be a little more ready for what was to come on that. But it was a good time, man. He's a special person.
Yes, absolutely, and great writer.
Yeah.
And he is a lot of fun to be around. Like I said, it's just so far out there. Everything's just in these extremes.
Yeah.
Which is really fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. And then, of course, Po Ramblin' Boys still moving forward, doing your stuff.
Yep.
You're writing a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I've been. I moved to Nashville in January specifically to write more and to just be around that scene and that industry. And I've wrote as many songs since I've moved to Nashville as I have in 2 or 3 years. So that's been nice.
I never really got a chance. We're 3 brothers that absolutely just beat each other up when it came to songwriting because everything that you'd pitch. Yeah, that sounds like this. And every time my brothers, one of them would start singing some song that they thought sounded exactly like that. And they make you feel like, oh, I'm done.
Yeah.
So we didn't write a whole lot, but I've talked to a lot of people that get in these writing sessions. What is that like? Especially, do you write with a lot of other writers or you're doing stuff mostly on your own?
So the reason I moved was to write with other writers and just to be in town. I didn't live far from Nashville, 2 hours, but it's still, when one of them calls to go write with them, you got to be there.
Sure.
So, I don't know. I was kind of new to co-writing when I moved. I'd done a few things. Like I drove down and wrote some with Stephen Mogen and then another guy named Zachariah Malachi. And but that was really my first experiences with co-writing. And it was actually a lot simpler than I thought. You just kind of sit down real casual, laid back like, and just start, tossing around ideas and bouncing ideas off of each other. And eventually something will stick. And from there, it's like a snowball, it just keeps building and building. And it's pretty easy.
Are you one of those writers that just writes a massive amount of things and just keeps a catalog and most of it never sees the light of day? Or are you one of the writers that's I focus in on about 10 or 15 songs at a time and
like
zero?
that, yeah.
Okay.
I have a long list in my phone of just ideas that come to me throughout the day or something I see, and I'll jot it down. And then I have a notepad that's my more focused in thing. And I might have 3 or 4 songs going at once in there. I usually try and finish one before I start another one, but that doesn't always happen.
I had for a while there. I got to be kind of close with Pete Goebel, and he had binders for every year of songs that he had, and I mean, it would be like 100 songs, you know, or more, and he'd just keep them in files and then come back to them every once in a while. But he based it off of years. I always thought that was very interesting because my mind couldn't come up with that many ideas, you know. Try to get most of a song, you know, within a year's period of time. So that's why I was curious if you were one of those type of writers, or, you know, like I said, me, I'd be like one, and that would be my focus for a full year.
I try not to do that just because I like to kind of feel it as it comes to me.
Sure.
And sometimes, you know, I'll get halfway through one and then something else will pop up. And I usually try and get back and finish them, but I don't always. But then at least I have them cataloged in case I ever do come back to them.
So Nashville's been a good move for you. Getting to hang out there a bunch and do things other than just touring and playing the music that you play, which is also fantastic. So, and then we're talking about guitars too, and so helping companies build guitars and you're just going out at everything. Is
just
that
trying
what
to
the deal
do it? trying to do the whole thing while I can.
That and then you know, random diseases from skunks. And good for you, friend.
The skunk disease. The skunk slobber syndrome.
Did that ever, has that come back, give you a new nickname or anything?
No, man.
No? It just stuck with Jug and that's it.
Yeah, I was there. I had a lot of people, like, every time they would see a skunk in their yard after that happened, they would send me a picture of it, like I was, I don't know what they thought they were, you know.
Do you feel more in tune with the skunk these days?
I'm a little more mad at them than I was. Before I just kind of tolerated them. Now I would like for them all to go away. There was 2 circling my mailbox the other morning when I went out to get my mail, and I haven't got my mail since. But,
it's now their territory.
Yeah, and it's their mailbox now.
All right, so tell the folks where they can find you these days. We have Po Ramblin' Boys, probably .com.
Yeah, theporamblingboys.com, and that's the THE Po P-O, Ramblin' without a G.
Without the pour.
Yeah, boys with an S, not a Z. Okay. We're not a boy band.
Was there one with a Z?
Just like Backstreet Boys, don't they have like a Z?
I think if you don't go out there and go ahead and secure that one, it'd be a mess.
We should.
Yeah, you should probably do that.
Yeah, and that's .com.
And then the name of the podcast
is Sad Songs and Skillets. It's a play off of Keith Whitley's Sad Songs and Waltzes.
Yeah.
But it's Sad Songs and Skillets.
Skillets.
We end every podcast with telling our favorite sad song.
Oh.
So.
I thought you were going to tell them about your favorite skillet.
No. Did you know Yeti just come out with a skillet?
No, really?
Yeah, I'm going to have to buy one. It's cast iron.
You have we didn't mention this, but you do have a collection of cast iron.
Yeah.
I saw a picture of you at your house. I mean, like, all over the place, cast iron.
Yeah, it's pretty intense. So.
Is this like a major passion for you?
It was an obsession there for a while, and I still really, really love cast iron. I like restoring them, and I like using them, and I like selling them. I have to quit buying them.
Okay. Yeah. So are you like an old school cast iron person?
I do both. Like, there's some people that collect just strictly Griswold, you know, and I just get anything that I think. I get anything that moves me, you know. I've bought some off the wall brands like Volrith and stuff like that I just find that I think are cool, but mostly Griswold. And then I don't mind. I like collecting the new Lodge, you know, the series with the pictures on the back.
Sure.
I've got a bunch of those, and they're not collectible from like a collector standpoint, but.
They're cool.
They make me happy.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's really what we're all about.
Exactly.
I saw that they even came out with a new Yellowstone series.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
I have a couple. I'm not going to claim I'm great at it or anything. But,
Yeah.
you know, like everybody who started to cook on a Blackstone, then all of a sudden had to get into cast iron.
Yeah.
You know, just because we thought knew what we were doing. Don't know what we're doing. Anyway, those are some of the locations we can find you. New albums coming out, obviously, all the time. We'll be looking for the new Jim Lauderdale.
Yep.
Looking for a new Po Ramblin' Boys. Any solo project kind of things you got coming up soon?
No, not anything. Maybe Me and Laura Orshaw might be doing some duo singles, but I don't think it'll be a full album, at least not for a while.
Cool.
So we're going out and playing some duo gigs, and going to put out a couple singles for that on the Sound Biscuit label out of Sevierville, Tennessee. And that's about it. We got a Poor Ramble Boy album coming out in spring of 24. And then the Lauderdale album, like you said, will be out in August of 23. Just in case you're watching this video in 2025.
They probably are. That's that. With our team, it takes them at least that long to edit it.
Yeah.
So there you go. Well, it's great having you in here. It's been a lot of fun, and yeah, we'll get you to pick another one.
Yeah, man, that'd be good. People in this city call me country because of how I walk and talk and smile. I don't mind laughing in the city, but the country folks all think I'm city-fied. They're fighting me, they laugh and call me coward because I'll never push no one around. Gentle people call me troublemaker because I'll always fight and stand my ground. Well, it's funny I don't fit. Where have all the average people gone? Pious people point and call me sinner because to them I've never seen the light. Other folks think of me as a preacher. Really, I'm doing what I think is right. The rich folks all think I am a beggar, lean and hungry, writing mournful songs. Poor folks all think I am a rich man, but really, I'm just trying to get along. Well, it's funny I don't fit. Where have all the average people gone? The government has given me a number to simplify my birth and life and death. Still my woman thinks I'm awful important, like the moon, the stars, the sea, and the sky and breath. Well, it's funny I don't fit. Where have all the average people gone? Yes, it's funny I don't fit. Where have all the average people gone?